Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel at VAG Technique in the afternoon shift when nobody is here. I'm here alone, like in the movie, home alone. I'm home in the garage, and as you probably figure out from the previous video, the RS6 is here. Reason for that is it was very cheap not to buy it. So on the previous video, I found the car on marketplace while I was having my morning toilet routine, and basically in one day we sort of get in touch with the guy. We went to view the vehicle, and somehow we didn't manage to get to a price when everybody is happy, so we left. A couple of days later he was calling me, texting me if I still want the car, I've got offers, this and that, and we end up agreeing on price after a couple of days. And the price was under £7,000, which is very cheap for an RS6. Like I mentioned in the previous video, it is a category, it's a K10. I still didn't have a look at the HPI, why is a K10, if it's actually gonna be there. But I'm walking around the car, I'm looking at the paintwork, and I don't see anything would have signs of repairs with loads of filler, like the car was over the roof or anything. Everything seems to be nice and clean. Well, not clean, but it wasn't painted. The only thing probably is the boot lid. I'm not sure if you're gonna see it, but I can see a crack there from a paint, so probably that was resprayed. The rest of it looks good, MRC tune, guarantee, fun. And yeah, it was very cheap. It was very cheap for RS6. It is high mileage, but on the end of the day, you can't have a cheap car with low mileage, which is a HPI clear and everything. But mainly, engine is still there. And like I mentioned in the previous video, we have two options. Option number one, it will be repairable because we don't know what's to damage it. The guy who was selling it told me it's flat damage. I don't see too much of a flat damage so far from what I can see. And if it's repairable, me and Miroslav and obviously the guys in the garage who will be working on the project, we would really like to build 1000 bhp RS6 V10, which means it needs upgrades. So forged pistons, H-beam rods, which are not necessarily needs to go there, but I'll be quite dumb not to do it if the engine will be stripped down. Because why not? It will be stronger. The main thing is, what we will be aiming for is not to have damaged crankshaft. That's the main thing about the whole work, because I can't get the crankshaft. New one is stupid money. If I have to get another crankshaft, I have to buy a second-hand engine. The cheapest one is £5,000, which is with no warranty. So I actually might end up buying a second-hand engine, strip it fully down, and I will end up in tears and short £5,000, which is not an ideal situation, to be honest. But let's hope that won't be the case. Option number two, if it's going to be the case, because it still can be, I will still check it. I will do the effort to strip it fully down, and if the damage is just too much and it's not very economical to even repair it, I will put it back together so it looks like a car, and I already have a guy who's stripping the cars down for parts to buy it off me for the same price what I bought it for parts. Which I think is shame, because I do like the color. The car looks clean, which is quite good for the money. And yeah, I mean, ideally in my world, I would really like to build the car to 1000 bhp. That's like the dream come true. And I'm really hoping so, really hoping so, it will be all right. So today's Friday, like I mentioned, it's 7 in the evening, nobody's here, and by Monday the car have to be sorted because we have customer cars, and I don't want to be blocking the business with my wet dreams, which didn't come true yet because it's a non-runner, and I have quite a lot of work to do. So I'm really hoping we're going to strip it down, just put the subframe back on, everything will go to the machine shop, get it done, get it sorted, send out everything to the companies for upgrades, and hopefully in a couple of weeks everything will be back. I will buy everything from TPS, dream will come true, put it back together and fully send it. So I think we can't waste no more time. I'm just going to lift the car on the ramp. We will have a look from underneath, what's missing, what not's missing. The engine bay looks stripped. Somebody was already having fun. I don't know what exactly they were looking for and what was going on, but we will put a camera inside the cylinders to have a look. Everything what was removed, like the under trays, wheel arches, pipes, filters, intake, is in the boot, which is fine. And yeah, we have to start. So we're going to put the car on the ramp, we'll have a look from underneath, and we go from there. Okay guys, so the RS6 is on the ramp, and you can probably tell straight away it's not a normal car because it doesn't have an oil sump. So I think something was going on already, because there is some white silicone. I'm not sure if you can see it. And the hoses from the intercoolers are already out, which means something was going on, because both of them are off. And there is a slight oil leak here and there, which is for an old car pretty normal, I would say. We have a full Miltec exhaust, which is good and not good. Does it have a catalytic converter? Let's have a look. Catalytic converter has left the chat. No more catalytic converter, guys. So whoever had the car, let's try to find the owner. Send us a message, what happened, why it happened. You know, some details will be very helpful, because something was going on with the vehicle before we end up in this condition. The rear brakes, they look genuine and they were replaced. Are they Audi brakes? Yes, they are. With Brembo pads, and somebody put loads of grease on it. Why not? But there's plenty of meat on the pads, which is fine. The front discs, they are genuine as well, with loads of pads left. And we also have like P0 tires from Pirelli. This is from 2019. The back ones are Pirelli as well, and they are 21, so not bad at all. The car is still on a DRC suspension, which I do like, but it has some funny coilovers, some very, very funny coilovers. Don't know what they are, but they're yellow, and I don't like them. But that's something what is not bothering us at the moment. So the main thing, lesson learned from the other V10, I would definitely want to drain the oil from the engine and from the gearbox, because I'm not sure if we can actually turn the engine. And if not, we have to remove the torque converter. There will be oil everywhere, which we don't want to have oil everywhere. And then we just go from the top, check whatever we can check, and we will see. Okay guys, so we are draining still the coolant, quite loads of it, and try to drain the oil, but wasn't much oil, to be completely honest. If 1 liter came out, it was like almost nothing. But mainly this car have 1 draining plug, 2nd draining plug, 3rd draining plug, and 4th draining plug. So dry sump system. And I think the gearbox don't need any comment necessarily, because there was plenty of oil, but the quality was very poor. So we're just gonna leave till the coolant will completely come out, and we're gonna put the car down and have a look from the top. Car is on the ground floor again. This is how we actually get the car. So all the hoses actually not plugged in, filters are missing. Somebody just put these blue rolls in there, which is actually very funny because the bottom is unplugged and there's lots of stuff getting in there. And yeah, somebody was definitely messing about already. I'm wondering why they stopped. So I don't know much about the information. I didn't check the car when I was there because there wasn't too much what needs to be checked anyways. There's lots of stuff unplugged. We don't know the condition of anything. So I think the next logical step will be take the coil packs out with the spark plugs. We will have a look inside the combustion chamber, all 10 of them, ideal. And maybe we can try to crank the engine. So we can check compression, maybe. Some engines should have compressions, unleash something, or they should unleash 10. But yeah, let's get all this stuff out and then continue. Miroslav ordered this camera, which is not for medical use. So they don't recommend to stick it in your nose and some other parts of your body. But we can use it on this RS6. So far, I think, I'm not sure how good you can see it. The resolution is really good. It also has a small light, and the main thing is we can control the end, so it's bending, which is really nice. So let's put it into the first cylinders. And this one is almost, this one is on top, so I can't see. But I did see some drops, which is not good, and they are not my tears so far. Ooh. So this is what I found in the cylinder number 7. That is really bad, guys. So whatever happened to the vehicle and whoever had it, they didn't even take the spark plugs out in time. And you can see that we have a basically rusty piston from all the water which gets inside. And it's also damaged the bore. So I don't know what to say. I don't know what to think. But unfortunately, the other one is the same. So that is not really good. Not good at all. So unless we can confirm that the car is flood damaged, but looks like it went into some kind of a liquid named water, and it sucked somehow all the water through the turbos, of course, into the intake, into the combustion chamber. And the saddest thing is, whoever had the incident just didn't take the spark plugs out and turn the engine, so all the water gets out. Of course, you probably know that hydro lock is not really good for engines. You can end up with bent rods and stuff, but also it can cause some serious damage. So that's not really good. I think the best step for now will be, let's try to put it on the battery. We will see if the engine is actually unleash cranking, or if it's actually gonna do turn, but it doesn't look really good inside, to be honest. So, so yeah. Okay, let's put it on the battery, we'll see. Okay, so good news. The lights are working, and the other one is working as well. But this one looks more fresh than the other one for some reason. Also, who invented this? I don't know, guys. Close call, very close call. But yeah, we managed to open the tailgate, and for some reason the tailgate motors are dead. So, but that's not a problem at the moment. But let's jump in the car and let's try to crank the engine. Oh. I didn't expect that, to be honest. I thought it will have like only like woo, woo sound. It tried to go up and down, but it don't want to go even up or down or anywhere. So I don't know what to do with it, because obviously it's Friday night, it's 9 in the evening. I don't want to waste my weekend stripping it down and then putting it back together and be messing about with it, because it is quite loads of time to take such an engine out of the car and then strip it down, obviously, and in case it will backfire, to put it back together. So if you will excuse me now, I have to go and think about my life, and I'm probably gonna go home. I will have to sleep on it and just make a decision tomorrow. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.